Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Community Connect tonight. We are so excited to see all of your beautiful and handsome faces here. So this is our call that we do on the first Monday of every month with our large team. So we have so many jewels and different legs and teams and diamonds and all kinds of stuff. But on the first Monday of every month, we get together for this special call because we love unity. We love to do things together. And so we know that you guys have other calls that you jump on and things like that. But we're so glad to see all of you on here tonight. And if there are certain people on your teams that you do not see here right now, go ahead, shoot a quick message into your team chats or just message them individually and say, hey, don't forget, because sometimes life is crazy, right? We just all of a sudden things are happening. You're like, oh my goodness, it's time for the call. So go ahead, shoot them a message in case they need that extra little reminder to be able to jump on. So I don't know about you guys, but after convention and listening to Eric Worre, I'm so pumped for what is to come with Plexus, especially with this Icon Club. When we were in the Diamond meeting, they had Eric Worre come in and share with us and do a special training before convention started. And so we got to find out about this Icon Club before they announced it to everyone. And I will tell you, I felt like a kid on Christmas morning as they were telling us about what was happening there and what he was bringing to Plexus. I was so excited about this because he started sharing with us just some different stats about other companies and things that he has come in to help partner with to grow in their strategy, to grow in their leadership, to grow in their systems. And he has said every single company that he has brought this Icon Club type of format to, that their businesses boom. It skyrockets because everyone is rowing in the same direction, right? We all have the same focus. The goal is, if you're like, I don't even know what Icon Club is, that's okay. I'm going to refresh you real quick. Okay. So it is, you sign up 10 people and you develop 2 senior silvers. Okay. Now you have until the end of December to do this, but we are all high achievers. And so our goal in that is to do it by the end of August so that you get 800 Leaders Retreat credits. Leaders Retreat is something that you absolutely want to be on. The past few years have been incredible. Okay. We went on a cruise in February. The year before that, we went to Punta Cana. There was another cruise. We're heading to Cancun to an all-inclusive resort. Like, you want to be a part of this. But the main thing is you want to see your business grow. And the way that your business grows is by you have to sign up new customers and you have to develop new leaders. That is part of it. If you have been in this for a while, you know that you have to continue to grow. You have to continue to expand your network. You can't just get to a certain place at Diamond. I can't just be at a certain place. Alita can't be. My mom can't be. You can't just become a jewel and then be like, I'm never going to recruit somebody again. I'm never going to develop another leader again. If anything, we actually like double down on that, right? Because we want to see our businesses thrive and we want to see them continue to grow. And if your points or your business is not where you want it to be, my guess is you're not signing up enough new VIPs and you're not talking to enough of those new VIPs about the business. You're not getting people silver. You're not getting them to senior silver. So tonight, our main focus is Icon. Yes, Joey's saying, or somebody saying down there, speed of the leader is the speed of the team, right? And so you have a chance. You can basically start over fresh with this, right? You can sign up a whole new batch of customers and start developing a new batch of leaders, and that's going to catch fire to the other people who are on your team. This is exciting. But here's what I want to challenge you with. Okay. Now, listen, I am not someone who is typically a very high recruiter. Okay. I recruit on a pretty consistent basis, right? I'm always bringing people in, but it is not in droves. It is not in massive numbers. I've never had a month once where I signed up 20 people. My max has been 8 people in 1 month. And that was like huge for me. Okay. And that was several years ago. Okay. I've had a few months where I've dabbled into 6 and I'm like, that's amazing. But I'm more of like a consistent 3 a month kind of person. Okay. Which is great, which is what you want. But when this first came out, okay, and I was like, okay, got to do 10 by August and develop 2 senior silvers. What are some of the first initial thoughts that ran through your head when you heard that? Were you like, hands down, I've got this, not a problem? Or were you kind of like, ooh, like, I think I can do it, but I have some doubts? Or were you like, heck no, I don't think I can do it? And then they announced the Leaders Retreat credit, and you're like, I guess I better figure out a way to do this, okay? So no matter where on the spectrum you fall on this, I want to let you know that every single one of you can earn this, but part of it is going to be your mindset around it, right? So if you're starting every day in your business and you're like, I don't know where these 10 people are going to come from, and I don't know where my senior silvers are going to come from. I don't know how I'm going to develop them. Maybe it's been a while for you. Maybe you've never developed a senior silver before, and you're like, now I have to develop two, right? Be honest around your thoughts about how you're feeling, but then you get to change those thoughts and you get to think intentional about it. Okay. So you don't have to just accept those thoughts that came into your head of, oh gosh, I don't know if I can do that. Right. You get to start every day and you can say, I am going to find 10 new customers, right? I'm here for it. I am going to develop 2 new senior silvers. And as you start to tell yourself these things, your brain is going to work. You can even start to ask yourself questions. Your brain is wired to find solutions to problems, to questions, to those sorts of things. Okay. So every day you can write a list, right? Who are going to be my 10 people? Write those numbers down. Say, I don't know who they are. That's okay. I'm going to find them. Who are they going to be? And then as you start getting into more conversations with people, you're out and about. The stories that I've heard from people are like, oh my gosh, all of a sudden I was just talking to this person and then they were sharing about this. And I was like, oh, I have a solution for you, right? Because that's what we offer in Plexus. We offer solutions to people, right? So always being on the lookout. How can you make a connection in a very normal way? Don't be a weirdo when you're out talking to people, okay? Like, don't be weird, but just you have something that can help someone, but you have to be looking for those opportunities. So if your brain is very focused, like I need 10, right? When I've had girls going for other goals, different rank ups, I'm actually looking over at Brittany when she was going for gold and she needed like 10 or 11 new people, right, to sign up. I said, I want you to write a post-it. I want you to write out 10 post-its. And I want you to stick them up on your wall. And we don't know whose names are going to be on those post-its yet, but we know that they are going to be filled by the end of the month. So you need to literally write it out and track it for yourself, right? Have those 10 post-its, write it out on a piece of paper. Maybe it's a note in your phone, whatever that looks like for you, so that it is always on the forefront of your mind. And then as you get a new customer, you go ahead, you write that name down. And that's just a way that your brain is constantly thinking, okay, like I can do this, I can find these people. And then when it comes to developing senior silvers, right, it's a little bit more than silver. Silver is finding 3 people, right? And so our goal is always to help everyone say, we never want finances to get in the way of your health goals. So let's find an accountability partner for you. Okay, do you have 2 other people? Help them to get those small wins, right? Then they get that $300 in their pocket and you're like, oh my goodness. Okay. So if we have a few more, we can go ahead and get X amount of money for you, right? They're feeling good. They're getting that money in their pocket. They're excited about it, right? But some of that starts, you guys, in the conversations leading up to the sign up, right? Don't be afraid to have those kind of conversations. Some of the more recent senior silvers, golds, and things that I have developed, it's because we were having a conversation beforehand, right? Before they were ordering, I was already talking to them about how they could earn an extra income on the side, right? It didn't have to be that they wanted to earn $20,000 a month. It could be, let's try to get you an extra $500. How does that sound? What are some different things that you have going up, right? So figuring out how you can fill that need. And then I love the way that Jen Hawkins talked about this is you're just trying to get these micro commitments from people to move them to the next seat, right? Don't be alarmed if the next person that you sign up that says they want to do the business doesn't want to go diamond right away, okay? Let's get them their first person. Let's get them feeling excited. After that, it's just 2 more people for them to go ahead and to go silver, right? Then after that, if they help 2 more people to go silver and do exactly what they did, that's senior silver right there, right? Like that in a nutshell, that's one way you can do it. They can sign up their own 9 people, right? But we highly encourage the continuing to develop thing. So there's so many different ways that you can do it, but just break it down into bite-sized chunks so that it doesn't feel overwhelming for you and doesn't feel overwhelming for the other people. But every single morning and every single night, I want you guys to be thinking about how you can do this. I want you to tell yourself, I will be an icon by the end of August. I will be able to do this, right? Because you're going to tell your brain how you want to think. And when those doubts and those different things creep up into your head, because they will, and you might start to doubt yourself because we're all human, okay? Been there, still there, okay? You don't have to stick with those thoughts that are in your brain. That's truly with anything in your business, right? Any thought, anything that comes up that you're like, I just don't know if I'm cut out for this. I don't know if I can do this. Nobody's messaging me back. All those different things that are flooding through your head. It's like, you know what? I actually don't have to listen to that today. You're like, this thought, I don't like you, and you can break up with it. And then you can fill your brain with a new thought. And we continually have to be renewing our minds in that way. And I know sometimes it sounds a little crazy, but it works. Like if you are in a more positive, high vibration energy, they can measure your vibrations, right? When you are in that high space of love and service and gratitude, and you're just like, I'm so happy for where I'm at and for where I'm going. Your conversations with people are going to look different. So I want to encourage you, if you get a little off rail, just jump right back on track, because that's what you get to do. So super, super excited to see all of you guys to be earning Icon Club by the end of August. Okay. Who's going next? Is it you or is it Joe?
I love it. I love it so much. Yes. Okay. So we're going to have Joey share and then I can wrap us up. So, Joey, okay, I don't know if you guys have seen, I messaged Megan and Cheryl was like, hey, let's all just kind of give our top tips for earning Icon. And Megan was like, Joey is literally spitting out senior silvers and golds like it's her job. Okay. If you've seen leaders board where it's like just level one, level one, level one, gold, 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 senior silver, Joey, 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 Joey. So it is my job. Exactly. So Joey, if you'll just take 5 minutes and share with us your top tips for how you're doing it.
Hello, hello. So I just want to say, I just got off of a call. I just had one of my girls who just went senior gold, by the way, didn't know what she was doing. So for whoever, I don't know, somebody said like about people not wanting to do the business. This was part of my like senior silver, like duplication. And she was literally like in the middle of the month when I was going emerald, she was like, I don't know what I'm doing. And I was like, we'll talk about it the first week of June, because right now we're busy. You just keep going, right? So she had no idea. And she had that many people join. It was Elena. She added 27 last month and 10 on the last day. Okay, to go fast start senior gold in under 60 days. And I said, let's do a welcome call, because I cannot get on the phone with every single one of those people all at the same time, but we have to get on the phone with them fast. So we just threw together this call. She had 16 people on the call, you guys, which all of her people. So I'm just so super proud of her. But that just goes to show that like sometimes we don't need to feed them too much information. And for every person that I've just brought in and did silver stars and all of that duplication going up, when you're creating the silvers, that's what's supposed to happen. So like I didn't know any other way besides, okay, tell them what's next. Okay, what is the next thing that they can earn? If they don't want to anymore, then that's on them, but it's my job to tell them what's available next. Like, okay, you just got $300. Do you want this? Because this is what I'm going after, or this is what's available to you. Creating the graphics for them, like to have trackers and countdowns, put it in front of their face so that they see this is literally how close you are to the next thing. Do you want to share this and show everyone? Do you want to work for it? Like create it and make it super, super visual, if I can speak. Like Megan said, though, like going off the rail and hopping back on, even if you don't feel like you've been on track, you guys, in December and January and February, I was so far off track. Like I didn't know if I had a business to keep working. And I was just like, we're going back in. And then it's that brain talk. Like I didn't tell myself that there was another option, because the other option isn't what I wanted. That wasn't part of my plan. So and same with my girl last month. Like she was messaging me, she's like, I don't know if this is gonna happen, but I'm not willing to quit. And you know where that comes from? she's been here. She's been here with me. She watched me. She was not my customer during December with my son's brain surgery, but we connected on a different level, and she was reaching out to me and she was there for me through all of it. So she literally knows, like, that you just keep going. You don't quit. And that's kind of how my whole team goes. But it's literally just plugging in to everyone. It's not, I mean, I literally sat at a convention, they talk about Icon, and I'm like, dang it, Joey. Like, you just like you already did all that work last month. It would have been done, right? But I was like, so how am I going to do this? You know, and I could have been like, oh my gosh, all my people, I have nobody. What am I going to do? But I was like, I don't even remember who was sitting next to me, but I know Casey was there and she's on here, and Tara was there and she's on here. And I was like, we're doing this. Like, we are all doing this because I have the tools. You're here because of the tools. Like, we're doing this. And literally what you do, and I even messaged Kate, I think, and I was like, okay, like, who am I looking at to go senior silver? Like, who do I've got right now that added one? And I came home and I went through my list and I was like, no, I didn't get silver stars because of who added one. I got silver stars because I plugged back into people from the very beginning who didn't add anybody. And that's where I started to put the work in and build the belief and let them know what they're capable of, and plugging in every single day. When I tell you that I messaged them and was like, who we talking to today? And they're like, oh my God, like, nobody's answering me. And, you know, they're not here. They haven't added anybody yet. So they don't even know. And I'm like, oh, nobody's answering you. Well, who else can you think of? Like, who else can we message today? Like, I just kept going. I mean, they might have wanted to beat me up, but they got $300. But we kept going, you know? And then after that milestone, it was like, okay. And they're, you know, they get to the point too, then, and you know that they're your people when they're like, okay, what's next? And I have a team of okay, what's next? And that's because that's how I lead and that's how I show up. And because that's what I want more of. And like I said, I just always, you know, is there ever doubt? Yeah. Is there a chance sometimes that these goals aren't going to happen when they're massive? Yes. However, I don't view that. I don't picture that, and I don't give it any of my energy. Like, the last day of the month, if something's really super close and it's not going to happen, it's going to not happen after midnight when I didn't give up. Like, so I'm still going to work toward it because I will not allow myself to beat myself up over something that I did work for. If you quit on yourself or you give up or you're just like, there's only a week left and, you know, you didn't do it yet, then you should beat yourself up because you didn't do the work. But I won't allow myself to do that. And I really think it's, you know, I have my daughter watching me and so many people to show up for. And I have a true love for my team and what this is doing for them and these women that have come in and hit, you know, senior silver and gold and beyond, and, you know, showed up and made a commitment and went to convention, and, you know, just having a team there and being able to see them celebrate is where, like, the real magic happens. So if you want to relight a fire, you have to be duplicating and developing leaders, because for me, that's literally where, like, the passion came back in. And it wasn't just about me jumping back in March and, you know, creating silvers. It's like, these people are actually winning. I have a community. I have a family with them. They show up because they want to. They they love, you know, being in my space, and it's like genuine and true. And I never felt in my life that I could, you know, walk around with that conviction of people are choosing me. People are choosing this team. People are choosing this space, and not feel like I'm sounding like arrogant or something like that. Like, I've literally created this and I'm still proud of them, but it literally comes down to the energy that you bring and what you show them is available, because otherwise they don't know. So going back to the people from the beginning who didn't do anything, that was because I never built belief in them. I didn't reach out to them. So and here I am with some brand new people, some people that have been here for a while, and just, you know, people that are earning Icon. Casey's on here. She's on her way to earning Icon. She's like in the midst of creating a fast start senior silver. So Cassie just created a senior silver. I mean, all of the good things, but it's literally putting it in front of your face every single day. I would start every day. I think I told Megan this on the one call, and then she was like, that's what I did. I'm like, I had no idea, but it works. It literally just somebody's name and 1, 2, 3, and somebody else's name and 1, 2, 3. And then every morning, I mean, I rewrote that list that many times because that was powerful for me. And then I would like, somebody's name is going in there, like the post-its for Brittany, like that literally is magic, because it just fires you up and you know that that space is there for that person. So you're visualizing that there is no other way, because that's not the end result that you want. So, and I always say too, if you fall short of your goal at the end of the month, it doesn't mean it's not happening. it's happening over that period of time. So when we talked about our 30, 60, 90, if you set the 30-day goal and it doesn't happen, it's happening. Like the work over that 30 days still absolutely counts and you are not a failure. So just keep showing up for that next 30 days.
Absolute fire. I wish I could like light something up or something like this, because that's exactly it. So many people are like, what's the strategy? What's the strategy? What do I need to do? You need to get in action. I hope that everybody on here heard that she's going until midnight. She's going until 12 p.m. Eastern. She's going until 11 p.m. Central until the month is over. She's not stopping halfway through the month and saying, I can't do this. Why doesn't anyone want the business? She's talking to everybody. I love that Brittany, she put in the comments, she said to get people to work the business takes a lot of conversations. How many conversations are there? The other thing that I heard when you were talking, Joey, is I was talking Power 30 this morning, but it's relentless. Be a dog with a bone. Like if they give you any indication that they're interested, can I tell you, this is how I literally built my business from the ground up. I will be in your inbox. I will be on your telephone. I will be on your social media. I will be all up over you. Okay. I'll be like, hey, girl, what's up? Let's do this until you give me a commitment of some type, right? Until you take an action of some kind. I'm all there, right? Until I see you going. And so I want to ask you this question. If Plexus came out today and said, if by July 31st, you hit Icon Club, you will be automatically Emerald. What would you do? Could you do it? The reason I'm asking this question is because so many times we limit ourselves because we think I have all of July and all of August. What will happen? I can guarantee you, you will push it off. You'll push it off. You'll push it off. And come August 10th, you're like, I haven't signed anybody up. I haven't developed a senior silver. And now you've got all this pressure on you to do it. What I want you to hear from this is that you have to have a sense of urgency about you. You have to. Anybody that says that you can just kind of hang back and slide into it, there's maybe 2% of diamonds that have built their business that way. Most people have to have a sense of urgency because it causes us to get out of our comfort zones. Okay. When you're at peace, can I tell you, when I'm at peace and I'm just like chilling, I'm watching the kids on the pool, I am not relentless. Okay. I'm not relentless. I want you guys to get in your head. This is moving my business forward because I promise you it will. I promise you, if you're earning Icon Club, you are moving your business forward to the next rank up within a moment. It is so close. I want you to set a goal for yourself. I want you to move up that mark. I want you to move up that end date and make it a non-negotiable for yourself. Because all you will do is push yourself to the limit. Ed Mylett talks a lot about deadlines. It's reps and it's deadlines. If you're not getting people to do the business, have more reps, put more reps in, have more conversations. I can guarantee you, anytime I tell myself or I tell my husband, like, oh man, it's just been kind of slow. He's like, how many conversations have you had? I can literally go through someone's back office and tell you how their business is doing by how many level 1 recruits they have and by what's going on there. Okay. Why? Because we know that if they're not having conversations, they're not signing people up. You don't have to be a high recruiter to earn Icon Club, and you don't have to be a high recruiter to be a diamond. I'm very similar to Megan. Literally, my top month was 8 recruits. 8. How many of you on here have signed up 8 people in a month before? Drop a fire emoji if you've ever signed up 8. Okay. Drop a fire emoji if you've ever signed up 12. Put in the comments. In a month's time. Okay. So you guys are already way higher recruiters than the diamonds on your team. So what I do in my head is this is what I pay to play the game of Plexus. Recruit 3 and develop a silver. That's what I'm always going for every single month. It goes before team management. It goes before I'm trying to run everyone else's businesses. It goes first. Recruit 3 and develop a silver. Why? It's not because I think that every silver is going to turn into a diamond. They don't. I have news for you. They won't. And I love that Joey said that. It's up to them if they want to move on. Not everyone's going to want to move on. Here's what our brain does. Oh, you don't want to move on? What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Oh no, I have to sit here and really think about how I can get you to go from silver to gold instead of focusing on the next person. Instead of focusing on the people who are showing you what they want. You're not hearing that Joey's reaching out to these people and signing them up for them. Right? They're doing the work and she's helping them and facilitating that with energy and urgency. Right? So if someone tells me that they're even curious about it, I'm like, I want to know everything. What's going on in your life? How many kids you got? What's your plan? What's your why? Let's go. Here's a message you could send to 3 or 4 people. Here's an event that we can do. What day works for you? I don't wait. So that's what I want you to take away from tonight is take that urgency, right? Take the strategy that Megan shared, take the energy that Joey showed up with and was like, just get to work, right? Work works. Work works if you will put the time in. But here's what so many of us will do is we'll get in our head and we'll think, oh, nobody wants to, nobody wants to. I want you to, like Ed Milet says, scratch that thought, replace it with a new thought of I'm absolutely doing this by this date, and write your own date down. Do it for yourself and apply yourself to it and set that example for yourself. Build that confidence and build that trust by reaching out and doing these things before then. Don't wait to the last minute. Because can I tell you, 800 Leaders Retreat points is going to be a game changer for your Leaders Retreat trip. It's a game changer. But you're not going to develop senior silvers if you don't believe you can. And you're not going to recruit 10 people if you don't believe you can. So you have to get into that headspace where it's just like, I literally know that if Tarl called me right now and was like, hey, you will be president of Plexus. I don't know what's something, this will happen for you. I will give you a trip to Italy if you develop a senior silver tomorrow. I have zero doubts. Like I have zero doubts that I have the capability, the ability to do that. That's where my belief level is. I want your belief level there. It's like it's not hard, right? It's literally, let's get you an event. Let's get you set up. Let's get you posting. And I'm going to do that over and over and over and over with as many people as I can get to do that until somebody takes off. So it's all about their decision. It's not our decision. We're just going to offer them that option for them. So I did want to go through tonight because I thought this is so fun that we get to even do this already, which is crazy. But our senior silver list from last month already is insane. But first, we've got 2 new senior golds in the house. We got Dee Dee, who I think is in El Salvador right now, which is hilarious. She went senior gold, fast start senior gold. Elena Miller went senior gold how fast? Like 60 days, I think. We have a new gold, Madeline Hunley. And then these are the senior silvers we're going to shout out. I'm going to shout out the people who ranked up senior silver, and then I'm going to shout out their sponsor because guess what? They're 1 senior silver away from earning the Icon Club already. So we've got Lindsay Bowes, which ironically her maiden name is Langford. Okay, I just want to throw that out there. It was weird. I was like, are we related? I know not really me and her, but somehow. Melissa Hurd, Amanda Book, Chanel Gustas, Julia Dre, Dana Wagner, Deb Young, Erica Mazuzan, Matthew Robinson, Teresa Harrison, Teresa Sharp, Peggy Manning, Maggie Daly, Anna Marie Redmond, and Stacy Smulligan. Okay. And then these are the sponsors: Michelle Flint, Kim Berry, Julia Book, Joey Nay, Cassandra Murphy, and Julia Dre. Amazing. Okay. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It's so awesome. It's so exciting. There is never, if you guys cannot feel the fire and energy from Plexus right now, I don't even know what to tell you. But hop on Eric Worre's calls for all the training that they have going on. And I want you guys to just keep having conversations, practice those reps, Practice having that conversation and really helping those recruits that you're bringing on, help them go silver. That's how you create senior silver, right? It's the what's next. Okay, what's next? It's our job to bring the what's next with a sense of urgency. We're not waiting for them. We're not waiting for 2 weeks to go for lunch, okay? We're going to move that up. I'm going to get on the phone with you today. How does today sound? Right? I don't want to wait 2 weeks. Anybody else want to wait 2 weeks? I ain't waiting 2 weeks because you know what's going to happen? I already know what's going to happen. On June 30th, they're going to be like, okay, finally, I'm ready to post. And you're like, great. You got to get 10 people today. Okay. That's not what we want to do. You want to start front loading that. So have those conversations. I put in the Energy Bus chat today, conversations, messages, verbiage that you can actually go through and message your happy customers and be like, I know you've been loving these products. Let's talk about sharing. Let's revisit that. I gave responses for, I would love to, but I don't have time, or I'd love to, but I'm nervous, I'm scared, whatever. There's all those verbiage in there to really get you kickstarted and get you started off by running with this. So I hope you guys have an amazing, amazing Monday evening. Let's go in the Icon Club. Next month, we should be announcing our first team's Icon members already. Okay, let's rock and roll. Peace out, yo.